What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Week 15 Schlabcast NFL Pick'em of Jeff's picks. Gonna get right into it. Thursday night matchup with the Chargers and Raiders was absolutely very entertaining. Not quite what I think everyone was expecting. 63-21 in the favor of the Raiders. This is the next day, Friday. We're recording this. Brandon Staley and Tom Telesco have both been fired by the Chargers. No surprise there. I had the Raiders picked. Moving into Saturday's games, Vikings at Cincy Bengals. I'm sticking with Browning and the Bengals. Don't know what's up with the Vikings, and they're starting Nick Mullins after Dobbs did so bad last week, and Mullins came in and saved the day. I don't know. I'm picking Cincinnati. I think they're just a little more consistent and a little hot right now. Another Saturday game, Pittsburgh at Colts. Tough matchup here to pick. Both are in the fight for some of those wild card spots in the AFC. Colts are hot. Steelers have lost 2 bad in a row. Mitch Trubisky starting again. I've gone back and forth. This is a coin flip. I'm going to pick the Colts, I think. I can't trust Mitch Trubisky. Enough said. Saturday night game, Broncos at Lions. A couple of good matchups here on Saturday. I don't trust the Broncos still. I don't want to pick them. Lions, bad game last week. I think they get back on track. They win at home, and they probably lock up the division. Bears at Browns. Wow, what a interesting matchup here. I'm going with the Brownies. I just don't trust Justin Fields and the Bears. You never know what you're going to get each week. Here we are for my favorite matchup of the week, Falcons at Panthers. I hate this division. I don't ever know who to pick. I picked the Panthers a couple times thinking that they're going to get an upset. I hate picking the Falcons, but I just can't see how I can pick the Panthers here. Dreadingly, I'm going to have to go with the Falcons, and I hate my life. Bucks at Packers. 2 6-7 teams here trying to fight for a last spot in NFC wildcard race. I'm gonna pick the Packers here. I trust them a little more. Jordan Love's been playing better as of late. Mayfield is 0-3, I think, going into Lambeau the last 3 years with different teams. Texans at Titans. Possibility that there's no CJ Stroud. If that happens, I am regrettingly gonna have to take the Titans. I want to pick the Texans here. If Stroud plays, I will go with Houston. But if he doesn't, I have no confidence in Davis Mills. And Tennessee is a decent team on the up and up, I guess, after sneaking out that comeback victory against Miami last week. Jets at Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins. Tough matchup against a tough defense that the Texans just struggled with. But I think Miami's offense is just too good. They'll find a way to score some points. Giants at Saints. I also hate both of these teams. Can't win with it. I have the Saints picked right now. F it. You know what? I'm changing it. I hate the Saints. I hate Derek Carr. I'm picking the freaking Giants. I don't care. Go DeVito. Chiefs at Patriots, pretty easy lock here. Chiefs, not too much to say. Commanders at Rams. I think the Rams are playing better football lately. I'm going to pick them at home. 49ers at Cardinals, another easy pick here. I'm picking the Niners in what used to be a good divisional matchup. I think it'll be a little close. I think the Cardinals will put up some points, but maybe it won't be close. Like 14 points is close? I don't know. Cowboys at Bills. I'm going Cowboys. Even though the Bills have been playing better lately, Cowboys are just too stacked right now. Too hard to pick against them. Same with this next matchup, Ravens at Jags. Just Jags have lost a couple of games in the last couple of weeks that otherwise they were doing well. Ravens are just on fire. They just keep finding ways to win. That walk-off last week, just wild. I'd say they keep rolling. They're going to lock up the division. No problem. I don't think they have to worry about the Browns. And then this leaves us to our marquee Monday night matchup. The Eagles hoping to get back on the win column, taking on the 6-7 Seattle Seahawks in Seattle. The Bird Bowl, that is a tough place to play, but I just don't see the Eagles losing more than 2 in a row or anything like that. So for that reason, I'm picking the Eagles. I think they're still hot. They had an off game with Dallas last week. They had a tough gauntlet of games, as Andy and I talked about, but I think they get back in the win column here. That should do it for Week 15 picks. I'm Jeff for the Schlabcast. Schlab you later.
Hey, what's up, everybody? El Broen here with his picks. I'm sitting nice and pretty at 4th in the Schlob League. I think I'm in 2nd also in our Schlabcast. Pick him behind Jeff, just in both. Jeff's been doing great mid-season. I'm a day late on all this, but you can check it. I picked the Raiders to win Thursday Night Football. Did not think they were going to win by 42. But there you have it. 4 days after a fucking goose egg. Here they are, 63-21. But I took the Raiders. All right, on to the picks. Bengals hosting the Vikings. Bengals actually look pretty good. I'm going to keep rolling with them. They haven't really lost a step on offense. If anything, they've actually gained a little bit with Browning in there. So give me the Bengals. Colts hosting the Steelers. I just don't know what the Steelers are going to look like, so I'm going to go with Mr. Minshew. Hopefully he takes care of business at home, so give me the Colts. Broncos going to the Lions. I have no idea how to bet this game. This is actually, you know what? Let me look what this is. Currently, it's Friday morning. Detroit is favored by 4.5. Oh my God. I mean, that doesn't change my pick, but God, that's such a terrible line. I'm taking Detroit still. Stay away from this game. Denver could easily win this. Russell Wilson's playing like a top 10 quarterback for sure in the league right now. Browns hosting the Bears. I'm going to take the Browns. The Bears actually have been playing pretty well as of late, but I think the Browns have a little bit of a playoff push in them. Let's see what they can do. Give me the Browns. I hate this next game. Falcons going to the Panthers. I don't want to pick the Falcons. I don't want to pick the Panthers. I don't want to pick either of them. I'm going to have to take the Falcons because the Panthers are just so bad. There's nothing good about the Panthers. There's absolutely nothing good about the Panthers. I have to take the Falcons. Okay. Green Bay hosting the Bucks. 2, 6, and 7 teams. If they were playing Tampa Bay, I'd probably take Tampa Bay. They're playing Green Bay. It's probably going to be super cold. What are we looking at here, temperature-wise, come game time? They're thinking 34. I hate that. As you can see, I'm fucking living it right now. It's probably like, I don't know, 68, 70 outside right now. Just took Ray out on a walk. I'm going to take Green Bay. Oh my God. Just because Tampa Bay guys aren't going to be used to that. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Give me Green Bay. Close game though. Houston traveling to Tennessee. I'm going to take Houston. I think they bounce back. I think CJ Stroud is for real. I think that defense is terrific. Miami hosting the Jets. Miami's going to just trample them. Although we could look at a tiny bit of a trap game with them looking to next week against the Cowboys. Got the Saints hosting the Giants. I think the Saints are just a better team. So I'm going to take the better offense here, and I think that's just them. So let's go with the Saints here. Maybe like a 30-24 game. Chiefs traveling to the Patriots. There's a rumor report that Belichick's gone after the season. That might disrupt the locker room. I think Kansas City's going to be so pissed, and they're just going to take it out on whoever they're playing. So give me Kansas City on the road. Rams hosting the Commanders. Rams. Washington sucks. Niners hosting the Cardinals. Cardinals are pretty bad, so give me the Niners, obviously. I'm going to save the Cowboys game for last. Jacksonville Sunday night hosting the Ravens. This one I'm probably going to go back and forth with. Right now, this could change. Right now, I'm going to take Jacksonville, actually. Let's just see. I'm just going to take Jacksonville right now. Let's see if I change my mind come Sunday night. And then Eagles traveling to Seattle. I think the Eagles take care of business there. All right. This might be the unpopular pick. I'm going to take the Bills at home. I think the Bills are actually a little bit chip on their shoulder. They need it more, and Dallas has just been playing too good to just continue to take it on a cold day. It's going to be 36. It opened at Buffalo by 3. I want to say it's now Buffalo 2.5, over under 50. The thing about Dallas is when they get into the second half, if they get one turnover, it's going to turn into like 2 or 3 turnovers quick. They just seem to get them in bunches. And Buffalo's going to have to score early. Buffalo has not played that great recently. Man, I don't know. I want to take the Bills right now. Again, this will probably change, just being obviously a huge Cowboys fan, but I just feel like this is I feel like if we're going to lose either this game or the Miami game, we're going to lose this one. I feel like they're going to play fine in Miami. We'll see. All right, that's the Bruin picks. Shabalog with Ding Dong Beach. There's a big SGA season recap coming up too. Go check out that video.
What's up, guys? It's Andy, aka the Cali Bird, and I'm back to give my Week 15 picks. Already starting off 0-1 due to the Thursday night game. I was stupid enough to pick the Chargers. I don't know what gives, why I even decided to do that. Herbert out. Short week at Las Vegas. Did not expect that, especially a 50-point blowout. So take the L there off the bat. Moving on to the next picks, we got Minnesota Vikings visiting the Cincinnati Bengals. Vikings 3-0 victory a week prior against the Vegas Raiders. Did not look pretty. Josh Dobbs benched. Looks like Nick Mullins is coming in now. Going to a Cincinnati Bengals team that looks hot right now with a backup in Browning, but who looks really good. So give me the Bengals. Steelers visiting the Indianapolis Colts, two teams that I have not been good at picking all year. Both teams I feel like have just been kind of trending just above average. I haven't picked Indy very often the whole year. This week I'm kind of leaning towards Indy for some reason. At home, give me the Colts. Next we have Denver Broncos visiting the Detroit Lions. Probably going to be a pretty close game. I still got the Lions at home. I haven't picked Denver Broncos all year. They are the hot team right now, trending up, but I still like the Lions at home. You got to think at some point this Russell Wilson Broncos hot streak is going to snap at some point, so I think it's going to be here. Moving on, we have the Chicago Bears visiting the Cleveland Browns. Having Justin Fields in fantasy, I have been following them for quite a bit, more than maybe the average NFL fan that's not a Bears fan. That being said, I do like how the offense has been looking under Justin Fields. I think they look promising. The fact that they do have to go to the Cleveland Browns though against that defense does give me a little bit pause for concern. Also with Joe Flacco seemingly having ignited this Cleveland Browns offense, I like the Browns at home. Atlanta Falcons visiting the Carolina Panthers. If you've been following my pick'em at all, y'all already know who I'm going to be picking. That being said, I know it is the Panthers. It is a divisional matchup. Again, like we always stress, those games are always close regardless of how awful the Panthers have looked all year. And what the heck, I've been pretty correct with my going against Arthur Smith and the Falcons all year, so why back away from it now? So Panthers at home. And if the Panthers do get the upset in this one, and I am correct, fire Arthur Smith. Next we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers visiting the Green Bay Packers. Tampa Bay, while they have been losing the past couple weeks, I feel like they have been playing hard for what it's worth. Packers, can't say the same. They look abysmal against the New York Giants. For that reason alone, I'm going to take the Buccaneers. Texans at Titans. Texans have been cooling off a little bit recently, and then they've also been having to deal with a lot of injuries, taking on a hot Tennessee Titans team coming off of that really epic Monday night game against the Dolphins. Despite even coming off of that high for the Titans, I did like the Texans in this one, but seeing now that CJ Stroud is going to be out, change that back, so give me the Titans at home. New York Jets visiting the Miami Dolphins, divisional matchup. Going to be close. Tyreek Hill looks like he's questionable to play. Looks like he's trending towards not playing. Still like the Dolphins in this one at home. You just don't feel good about the Jets offense at all putting up any points. So even if the Jets defense can harness some stops and slow down this Miami juggernaut, they'll only be able to hold them back the points so much. On top of that, Miami Dolphins are going to be definitely upset after that Monday night epic collapse. So give me the Dolphins. New York Giants visiting the New Orleans Saints. New York Giants trending up after that win against the Packers, having a little bit of that DeVito magic from that Tommy DeVito family and his agent. A lot of good vibes there, taking on a New Orleans Saints team that is somewhat reeling. That being said, it's going to be tough. While I do like Tommy DeVito and I think he is promising, it's going to be tough in that Superdome for any young quarterback. It's going to be loud. That defense, I think, is just going to be too much, so give me the New Orleans Saints. Kansas City Chiefs visiting the New England Patriots. Kansas City Chiefs are, like we mentioned about the Dolphins, Kansas City Chiefs also coming off of that loss against the Bills. I feel like as added motivation going up against a 2-win New England Patriots team, but still has got a long ways to go, so Chiefs with the big victory. Washington Commanders visiting the Los Angeles Rams. Commanders coming off of a bye and playing respectively all year, visiting a Rams team that was kind of slow in the beginning and is just starting to really open up its weapons on offense. Rams coming off of a heartbreaking loss in overtime against the Ravens. They seem to be just playing teams really hard, being really competitive now, so at home against the Commanders, give me the Rams. NFC West divisional matchup, 49ers visiting the Arizona Cardinals. 49ers, obviously the better team. Cardinals coming off of a bye, but against that 49ers defense, even at home, 49ers are just looks like the hottest team right now, so give me the 49ers in a pretty convincing win. Then we have the Dallas Cowboys visiting the Buffalo Bills. I've gone back and forth on this one. I probably will still continue to go back and forth on this one until Sunday. As of right now, call me biased, but I do have the Bills at home. I think this will start to be a true test for the Cowboys and how I really view this team going forward and how I start to make the remaining picks. While the Bills haven't been the greatest team all year, I think they've been underachieving, and I think this will be a really good test in Buffalo. So I just want to see it one more time. Right now I have the Bills. Baltimore Ravens visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. I could have easily seen this a few weeks ago as a slip-up game maybe for the Ravens. Jaguars are a pretty hot team, but with Trevor Lawrence's injury, he did play pretty promising against the Browns despite the loss. I still think that Baltimore Ravens defense might be able to be a tick faster to get to Trevor Lawrence and enough pressures, so Ravens away. Lastly, the Monday night game. My Philadelphia Eagles visiting the Seattle Seahawks, the Battle of the Birds. Eagles coming off of that blowout loss to the Cowboys. Seattle Seahawks coming off of a loss to the San Francisco 49ers. I saw a stat. Eagles have not beaten the Seattle Seahawks in the last 10 plus games or so, and how many years. So history is on Seattle's side for sure. Eagles have been trending down, admittedly, but they are the better team still. They've gone through a big juggernaut of a schedule. Dallas, Kansas City, Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas, now Seattle, in Seattle. So it's been a tough stretch, and we knew about it going in, but it seems to be showing its true colors this past couple of weeks. That being said, I think the Eagles feel like their backs against the wall, and we really need to see the true players really need to come out. All this being said, give me the Birds away. My Birds, the Eagles, in a close one in primetime Monday Night Football. That's all I got for my Week 15 picks. Again, this is Andy, a.k.a. the Cali Bird. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to continue to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to continue to push more NFL content for you guys. Peace, and go Birds.